Hello and welcome. Today's topic is our skin. As in my earlier introductory videos, I told you that our integumentary system consists of skin, hair and nails. So today's topic is our skin. As you can see in this photo, the skin is the largest organ in our body and the total surface area of the skin is almost 2 meters square. Okay, now try to understand one thing. If I take 1 square inch area of my skin from any part of my body, suppose this is my back of my hand, and if I take 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, okay, 1 square inch area of my skin, these consist of almost 600 to 700 numbers of sweat glands, 10 arterioles, 10 venules, and almost 300 to 400 numbers of capillaries, along with the almost 60 to 70,000 melanocytes and more than thousands of nerve endings along with the specific sensory receptors. Okay, these sensory receptors I already told you in my earlier videos, you can check those. Now our skin has 3 layers. First of all, upper layer is known as epidermis, the middle layer is known as dermis, and the lower layer is known as hypodermis. Okay, first of all, epidermis, as you can see in this photo. This epidermis is consist of primarily keratinocytes, then melanocytes, then Langerhans cells, Merkel cells. Remember one thing, the epidermis has no blood supply. It supplies, the nutrition and oxygen and carbon dioxide, all these gaseous molecules are supplied by in this entire area of epidermis via diffusion process. Okay, now this epidermis has 4 to 5 layers in our body. First layer is known as stratum corneum. It consists of 10 to 30 numbers of 10 to 30 layers of polyhedral enucleated corneocytes. Polyhedral means it has multiple walls. Then enucleated means it has no nucleus. Corneocyte, actually it consists of keratin proteins. Now second of all, you're going to find stratum lucidum. The stratum lucidum you can only find in the palm and the sole. Rest of the entire body skin you will never find stratum lucidum. Okay, that's why for this stratum lucidum our skin has extra additional layer. Otherwise our entire body skin has only 4 layers. Due to the presence of stratum lucidum, we consider it our skin has 5 layers. Okay. Third of all, you're going to find stratum granulosum, and fourth of all, you're going to find stratum spinosum. Now, the stratum spinosum is also known as Malpighian layer, and lastly, you're going to find stratum basale. It is also known as stratum germinativum. After the epidermis, as you can see in this photo, you're going to find dermis, or the middle layer of the skin. This dermis consists of fibroblast, macrophage, mast cells, collagen, elastin, glycosaminoglycans, proteoglycans, glycoproteins. These things I will talk about later in biochemistry chapter, not here. Now these dermis consist of 2 layers. First of all, papillary dermis. It is the upper layer of the dermis and it consists of loose areolar connective tissue. And second layer you're going to find reticular dermis. It is the lower layer of the dermis, and it consists of densely packed collagen fibers. And lastly, you're going to find hypodermis. The hypodermis is the lower layer of the lowest layer of the skin. It is also known as subcutaneous tissue. It consists of fibroblast, macrophage, and lots of adipose tissue or fat tissues. Now the overall function of the skin is basically first of all protection. It acts as a primary natural defense or anatomical barrier for any kind of pathogens, then dust particles, basically micro or nanoparticles, and it protects from the internal structures from the external damages. Okay. Second of all, sensation. It senses the outer signals like heat, warm, cold, hot temperature, cold temperature, then vibration, touch sensation, pressure, pain. Okay. Third of all, heat regulation. Heat regulation is mainly maintained by the subcutaneous tissue, mainly the adipose tissue, the underlying fat. In cold temperature, it protects the fluid loss, and in warm temperature, it releases the extra fluids through, as a sweat forms. Okay. More than 1,000 species of bacteria are present in our skin. Okay. Now, different area has different types of bacteria. We'll talk about later, not now. So I hope you understand a little bit about this skin, and see you soon in my next videos. Till then, bye.